is your turn now. Yes, this is your turn now, and if you feel something shifting inside you as you hear those words, stay with me, because what feels like pressure is actually positioning, what feels like delay was preparation, and I am speaking because I have seen every hidden tear, every silent prayer, every moment you thought I was absent, and before this message ends you will understand why the waiting season had to happen and why you cannot afford to shrink back anymore. You have watched long enough. You have stood on the sidelines of your own calling, clapping for others, encouraging others, wondering quietly when your name would be called, when your opportunity would come, when your breakthrough would finally break through. You saw doors open for people who seemed less prepared than you. You saw blessings land in laps that did not appear to labor for them the way you did. And there were nights when you did not question my existence, but you questioned my timing. Yet even in those questions, I was shaping you. Even in the silence, I was strengthening you. I was building endurance into your spirit, depth into your faith, discernment into your decisions. What felt like standing still was not stagnation. It was construction. I do not rush foundations, and you were becoming one. You thought you were overlooked, but you were being overhauled. You thought you were behind, but you were being aligned. The season of watching others move ahead was teaching you what to carry and what to release. It was stripping away comparison. It was exposing insecurities that could not follow you where I am taking you. It was humbling you in ways that promotion alone never could. I allowed you to witness what you desired so that desire would mature into readiness instead of desperation. There is a difference, and you are beginning to feel it. The envy that once pricked your heart has softened into clarity. The frustration that once tightened your chest has transformed into quiet strength. That is not coincidence. That is growth. You have endured conversations where you minimized your dreams because you were tired of explaining them. You have swallowed disappointment with a polite smile. You have carried responsibility while secretly wondering who would carry you. And still, you did not quit. You slowed down at times. Yes. You doubted at times. Yes. But you did not abandon the path completely. That persistence matters more than you realize. I measure faithfulness differently than the world does. I do not only count victories. I count endurance. I do not only honor outcomes. I honor obedience. And you, even in confusion, kept moving. Now something inside you feels restless. Not anxious, awakened. There is a stirring that makes comfort feel uncomfortable. The places that once felt safe now feel small. The routine that once felt stable now feels limiting. You may not have the full picture yet, but you sense that the chapter is turning. That stirring is not random emotion. It is my signal. I do not awaken hunger without preparing provision. I do not ignite vision without intending fulfillment. The waiting season is closing not because you forced it, but because you have been formed by it. So do not dismiss this moment as another passing wave of motivation. This is not hype. This is alignment. The confidence rising in you is not arrogance. It is remembrance. You are remembering who you are in me. You are remembering that you were not created merely to observe life but to participate in it. The sidelines served their purpose. The hidden place served its purpose. But the hiding is ending. And as you stand at the edge of movement, the question is no longer when will it be my turn. The question is whether you will recognize that your turn has already begun. Do not retreat now, not when the door is in front of you, not when the opportunity you prayed for is finally within reach, not when the very ground beneath your feet has shifted in your favor, because I have positioned you for this moment more carefully than you realize. You call it coincidence. You call it luck. You call it good timing. But I call it alignment. The connections you made, the lessons you learned, the heartbreaks that forced you to grow, the failures that humbled you, none of it was wasted. Every season you walked through placed something in your hands that you would need right now. And yet, as the moment approaches, fear tries to whisper that you are not enough, that you are not ready, that someone else could do it better. Listen to me. That voice is not mine. I did not bring you this far to watch you shrink in the doorway of your own breakthrough. I did not refine your character just for you to question your capacity. The insecurities you are feeling are not signs that you are unqualified. They are signs that you are stepping into something larger than your comfort zone. Growth always feels like stretching. Expansion always feels unfamiliar. But unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing. Willing to speak when your voice trembles. Willing to apply even when rejection is possible. Willing to begin before you feel fully prepared. You have mistaken readiness for the absence of fear, but true readiness is obedience in the presence of fear. You think you need more confirmation, more signs, more clarity. Yet how many times have I already confirmed you? How many times have I reminded you through quiet conviction that you are capable? How many times have I opened small doors to test your courage? The pattern is there if you look closely. I have been training you in increments. I have been increasing your responsibility in layers. You did not notice, because it felt gradual, but your capacity has grown. The weight that once crushed you is now something you carry with steadiness. The criticism that once silenced you no longer defines you. The opinions that once controlled you have lost their authority. That is not accidental strength. That is cultivated resilience. Now the moment stands before you, and you feel both excitement and hesitation. The tension is holy ground. It means you are aware that this step matters. But do not confuse hesitation with wisdom. Sometimes wisdom is simply trusting that I would not lead you to a threshold just to mock you with it. I position with purpose. I align with intention. If you are here, it is because you can handle what comes next, not alone but with me. And as you stand at this edge, the only thing that can truly delay you now is your decision to step or to shrink. So breathe. Lift your head. This moment did not arrive to intimidate you. It arrived because you are ready to move. Step forward, not timidly, not half-heartedly, not with constant apology, but boldly, because I am with you as you step into what is yours, and what is yours cannot be stolen when you walk in alignment with me. You have spent enough time questioning whether you deserve this season. You have analyzed every flaw, replayed every mistake, rehearsed every possible outcome. But I am not calling you to move because you are flawless. I am calling you to move because you are formed. There is a difference. Formation is the quiet work I did in you when no one was watching. Formation is the strength you built when you chose integrity over impulse, patience over panic, faith over fear. That is why you can walk now without collapsing under pressure. Understand this clearly. You are not competing for what I have assigned to you. You are not racing against others for a blessing that has your name on it. Comparison ends here. Jealousy ends here. The need to prove yourself ends here. What I place before you is not a test of your worth. It is an invitation to express it. When you walk boldly, you are not boasting, you are honoring the preparation I invested in you. When you speak with confidence, you are not arrogant, you are aligned. The boldness I am calling you into is not loud pride. It is quiet certainty that I stand behind you. There will still be challenges. Boldness does not eliminate obstacles. It transforms how you face them. When resistance appears, do not interpret it as a sign to retreat. Often, resistance confirms that movement matters. I will not remove every difficulty from your path, but I will fortify you to endure and overcome them. You will feel my steadiness in moments where you once would have panicked. You will notice a calm decision-making clarity that surprises you. That is my presence strengthening you from within. You are not walking into this new season empty-handed. You are walking and carrying wisdom, discernment, resilience, and faith, gifts forged in your waiting season. So take the step. Send the message. Start the project. Make the call. Forgive the person. Apply for the position. Speak the truth. Do the thing you have delayed out of fear. I am not asking you to leap recklessly. I am asking you to move faithfully. Trust that I am ahead of you, preparing what you cannot yet see. Trust that I am beside you, steadying what feels uncertain. Trust that I am behind you, guarding what you leave. This is your turn now, not because the world decided it, but because I have ordained it in alignment with your growth. Walk as someone who knows they are accompanied, supported, and seen. And as you move, you will realize that the courage you were waiting for has been within you all along, awakened by my voice. Amen.